That low blow.
Usyk.
He an Usyk fan, bro.
You right.
That is your guy, though.
Usyk's a good dude. He's a hell of a fighter.
Usyk
He's
gonna
on the
win.
belt.
I would have to compare him to Evander Holyfield, and I think he would have done very well.
I think that's the great way to cap it, bud. I salute Don Usyk, the great Usyk.
Boxing greats are convinced that Oleksandr Usyk is unbeatable due to his exceptional ring IQ and technical brilliance. Anthony Joshua points out that Usyk doesn't rely on sheer power to claim victory. Instead, he uses top-tier skills, precise footwork, and impeccable timing. His talent for outsmarting and outmaneuvering his rivals makes him an unsolvable challenge. That's why both legends and current champions agree. Usyk's supremacy comes from true boxing craftsmanship, not raw strength.
Daniel Dubois against Oleksandr Usyk. Realistically, has he got any chance? We've got 30 seconds.
Of course he has. Look, it's a tough ask, of course. You know, the thing with Usyk is he doesn't depend on his power to knock you out. He depends on his skill. That's why it's a tough ask, because he's going to box rings around you if you let him. Dubois, good luck. Don Charles, good luck. Great British boxing, good luck. We potentially might have a heavyweight championship back on our soil.
Terence Crawford has never hidden his respect for Oleksandr Usyk. In nearly every major heavyweight matchup, Crawford has consistently backed Usyk to come out on top, no matter who he was facing. Before the showdown with Tyson Fury, Crawford clearly explained his reasoning. Usyk's footwork, timing, and sharp combination punching are simply too advanced for most heavyweights to handle. Even the biggest and strongest fighters struggle against Usyk's movement-based approach in the ring. Crawford maintained that skill would always outweigh size, and his prediction proved accurate when Usyk decisively beat Tyson Fury.
The undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Is it going to be Usyk or Dubois?
Usyk, hands down.
What? But you seen the first fight, though, with the head,
Usyk.
right? Did you see the first fight?
It was a low blow. Usyk.
You a lying dog.
I don't know, that blow was...
If that blow landed on you like that, you wouldn't say that. You would say what?
Usyk.
You would say it's a low blow if it was landing on you.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense. But that wasn't a...
It wasn't low.
No, I'm not mad at the ref for calling that a low blow.
Usyk.
He an Usyk fan, bro.
You right.
That is your guy, though.
Usyk's a
Usyk.
good dude. He's a hell of a fighter.
Usyk
He's
gonna
on the
win.
belt.
But the first time before Usyk fought Tyson Fury, did you think Usyk could beat Tyson Fury?
Usyk.
Truthfully, no.
I picked him both times. Stop
No, the
playing
first
with me.
time you picked him?
Both times.
Because you was high on Tyson Fury at one time.
Both times. I knew the movement was going to give Tyson Fury problems. Tyson Fury, you know what I mean, is a great heavyweight champion, but he never was fighting people that's as elusive as.
Lennox Lewis, a former undisputed heavyweight champion, has openly praised Oleksandr Usyk for his exceptional technique and high ring intelligence. Lewis even suggested that Usyk's skills would have been effective during the golden era of heavyweights, against legends like Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. That level of recognition carries serious weight, especially coming from someone who ruled during one of boxing's most competitive times. Lewis emphasized that Usyk's ability to adapt and think strategically in the ring would have made him a tough challenge for even the most dangerous fighters from any generation.
What do you think Oleksandr Usyk would have done in your era, the era of Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson? How do you think he would have done against you and your contemporaries?
I would have to compare him to Evander Holyfield, and I think he would have done very well. Very well. I don't think he would have lasted against me because, you know, I throw a mean uppercut in there, and I noticed he gets caught with uppercuts. So he wouldn't have been able to stand up to my uppercut.
Respected trainer and boxing commentator Teddy Atlas offered the highest praise for Oleksandr Usyk, stating that no fighter today can surpass him and that his championship reign is completely deserved. Atlas pointed out that during Usyk's fight with Daniel Dubois, his dominant presence in the ring had a psychological impact from the very start. Usyk entered with visible confidence and composure, while Dubois appeared unsure and hesitant. According to Atlas, it wasn't just Usyk's technique that set the tone. It was also his aura and mental edge that threw Dubois off before a single punch was thrown.
Nobody. He's staring and doing the stare the first fight before the fight, I always say, and he's staring him down. And who breaks it off first? Dubois. Okay. But it's not just that. It's that after that, Usyk is Usyk. He's the champ. He's confident. He's got his hands up. He's standing there to the crowd. You know, he's doing this, and you can see Dubois like the he's like the kid at the party that all of a sudden wasn't included in the games that all the other kids were playing, and he's trying to find his way back. He's trying to find his way back into the games. He's trying to. You know what I mean, bud? You've seen that with the kid, the awkward kid, and he's trying to get back with, and he doesn't know where to go. Do I go over here where the kids are? Do I go over here? Do I just wait for them to come to me? And he's lost, and you could see it. And there's the Usyk just like this. And he's like looking at Usyk. He don't know, should I start a confrontation with him? Should I make up for what I didn't do there? Should I stare at him? Should I look at him? Or should I go back over here? Should I get in front of him? He's a guy that he's uncomfortable in his own skin sometimes. And that's at play. Part of that is at play. At the end of the day, what happened was, from an analytical standpoint, they're looking for the southpaw killer, the right hand. They look too much for it. The delivery system, it's got to be there. That wasn't the delivery system that you want, where you're launching right hands, where you're reaching with right hands. That's not the delivery system. There should have been a little feint. Make him make his move back. Make the counterpuncher show the counter. Make him show it to, like playing cards. Make the guy show his...
Boxing experts are now openly recognizing Oleksandr Usyk as one of the all-time greats. After completely dominating the cruiserweight division and becoming the undisputed champion, he moved up to heavyweight and defeated top-tier opponents like Joshua, Dubois, and Fury more than once. What makes his run even more impressive is that, at 38 years old, Usyk shows no signs of decline. His performances continue to defy both age and expectations, and analysts are beginning to agree that no current fighter possesses the skill set to beat him. Watching Usyk in the ring today is truly witnessing greatness in motion.
It's at heavyweight. He's now beaten Joshua twice. He's beaten Fury twice. He's beaten Dubois twice. He's cleared out cruiserweight. He's cleared out heavyweight. He's undisputed for the second time. Every accolade you could possibly do, and he's done it in under 25 fights. We're watching greatness. We're running out of superlatives. We're running out of ways to describe this man, because this was systematic. This wasn't a 12-round beatdown, Chris. This wasn't, moments where Fury has some success, moments where Joshua has success. He dismantled Dubois, who couldn't have been riding higher into this fight, coming off of the win over Joshua, and he knocks him out, leaves no doubt. He's knocking guys out now at 38. Is that what we're doing?
I'm going to go back to the one word that I used, and I went like slightly viral for this last year after the Tyson Fury. I think maybe the first fight. I was like, the guy's unbeatable. You can't beat him. I don't see him losing. He just doesn't know how to lose. The guy just finds a way to win no matter what. And now he's finding ways to win and just separating himself from all these guys. And I disagree. I thought Daniel Dubois came out with a great game plan at the beginning of the round. In round one, he came out relaxed. He was
the first 30 seconds, maybe.
No, the whole first round. Usyk stole it in the end because he landed a big shot. But like the whole first round, Dubois actually looked really good. He backed Usyk up into the corners. He kept him along the ropes most of the time. He was landing hard jabs over the top. If you go back and watch the first round, I've never seen Usyk get hit that way. He got hit with shots as over his shot. Boom, and you saw Usyk's head go down. I was like, whoa. I'm like, this guy's got a good game plan. He's jabbing with Usyk from a higher position and coming over the top of the...
Many in the boxing community believe that Oleksandr Usyk has already cemented his legacy. His achievements at cruiserweight alone, becoming undisputed and capturing the Muhammad Ali Trophy, would be enough to place him among the sports elite. However, his seamless move to the heavyweight division and continued dominance there have taken his career to even greater heights. Both critics and fans agree that Usyk no longer has anything to prove. Every fight he takes moving forward simply adds to a legacy that's already legendary.
Oh, by the way, when I'm mentioning those fights, undisputed cruiserweight champion, two-time undisputed heavyweight champion, Muhammad Ali Trophy, there's literally nothing else to do. I think the man needs to retire, and I think what I've just said there, that is an all-time great, without even question, resume and legacy. So I think he needs to bow out. But the interview he gave with Ade in the ring on Saturday night, he didn't categorically state he'd retire. He said he's going to go home and rest. He deserves a rest. He's earned the rest. But we don't know necessarily what he's going to do next. I've said I think he should retire. But if he does carry on, what are we thinking? Who do we think he should fight next? Now, I've already recorded a video. It might go up first. I might put this up first. I don't know yet. On Tyson Fury, because he's still trying to peddle this narrative that he beat Oleksandr Usyk both times and he wants a trilogy fight. I don't want to see a trilogy fight with Tyson Fury unless he goes out and he earns it. If he earns the trilogy fight, if he returns to the ring and he fights a Joseph Parker and a Kabayel and he becomes mandatory, fair enough. Fair enough. There you go. You've earned it. I won't gripe about that. 100%. I don't want to see him just jump the queue. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a trilogy with Anthony Joshua, who certainly hasn't earned it. I don't want to see a trilogy with Eric Chisora, who technically, although I'm not even going to go there with Chisora, because is he IBF mandatory? Is he not? What's going on there? Don't know what's going on there. But I don't want to see a trilogy with Derek Chisora. Although saying that, as much as I don't want to see it, because these are the names he mentioned, with respect, Chisora has probably the best claim to have earned a title shot. Out of those three names, he does. Because Joshua's coming off the back of a devastating loss. He's not fought for almost a year. It'll be over a year by the time he does fight. Tyson Fury, back-to-back loss to Oleksandr Usyk, doesn't deserve a title shot until he goes out and earns one. At least with Chisora, Gerald Washington, Joe Joyce, and Otto Valian. At least he's got some wins together.
While Tyson Fury appears eager for a third fight, most experts question whether it's necessary. Usyk has already established his dominance by defeating Fury twice, leaving little at stake from a legacy perspective. Still, if Usyk chooses not to retire just yet, a trilogy bout could happen, driven by fan interest or financial motivation. At this point, though, Fury seems to be the only one convinced he can change the outcome. The rest of the boxing world has accepted Usyk's superiority. What sets Usyk apart from nearly every other fighter is his exceptional ring IQ. He doesn't rely on raw power or knockouts. Instead, he breaks opponents down with the precision of a chess grandmaster, adjusting his tactics round by round. His mastery of distance, tempo, and angles makes him nearly impossible to corner or outthink. Analysts often emphasize that you can't teach the kind of intelligence Usyk brings. It's instinctual, and it's exactly what makes him a nightmare opponent in any weight class.